Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Sweden's decision marks a new chapter in their ground-to-air defense strategy, particularly in facing increasingly dominant threats such as armed drones and attack helicopters. This time, it's not tanks or fighter jets, but a portable missile system that has proven deadly. It is the Polish-made MANPADS Piorun. The world has realized that since the outbreak of the war in Ukraine, the presence of drones and helicopters has become a new horror on the modern battlefield. From the sky, they surveil, strike, and weaken ground forces with precision. Now, Swedish infantry has the answer. With weaponry like the Piorun, every soldier can become a deadly threat to enemies attempting to dominate low altitudes. The Piorun air defense system is not just any weapon. This system is an evolution of the Grom, made by the Polish defense industry, which has been advancedly developed to counter new-era aerial threats. The missile is equipped with an advanced infrared seeker, an anti-flare system, and also has the ability to strike targets at night. This is the reason why NATO is now considering it as one of the game changers on the European battlefield. For Sweden, the choice of the Piorun is clearly no coincidence. They know that in a scenario of invasion or sudden attack, a quick reaction time is the key to survival. In modern warfare, Poland, which has deployed the Piorun on the front lines in Ukraine, has successfully recorded many kills against Russian helicopters and Iranian-made Sheikh drones. The Piorun missile has proven capable of taking down moving aerial targets in a matter of seconds. Even high-speed drones do not escape its lock-on system. Reports from the battlefield show how Piorun can change the dynamics of combat. From the bushes, a soldier with a single shot can stop an airstrike worth millions of dollars. This is an illustration of the new power that Sweden now possesses. A small, portable weapon, yet it has an extraordinary psychological impact on the enemy. However, for the Swedish infantry, Piorun is not just a defensive tool, but a symbol of independence in combat. They no longer have to constantly rely on large air defense systems, such as NASAMS or IRIS-T. The high mobility of Scandinavian forces can now be combined with deadly short-range airstrike capability. Every move of the infantry in the northern forests can become a deadly trap for the enemy. Imagine a scenario of an invasion like in the Baltic region. Enemy forces deploy helicopters to drop special troops. But behind Sweden's pine trees, Piorun missiles have been waiting. Within seconds, the enemy helicopters catch fire, crash, and destroy their air operation plans. All of this thanks to ordinary soldiers who now have extraordinary weapons. Sweden's decision to use the Piorun air defense system marks an increasingly close military cooperation between Northern Europe and Poland. Both countries feel the tension caused by Russia's ambitions in the Baltic region. Poland itself is proud to see one of its flagship products adopted by other European countries. They call Piorun a people's defense, as it can be quickly operated by infantry. On the other hand, analysts describe Sweden's move as a real deterrence against the air threats from enemies attempting to take over Swedish sovereign territory. The message they want to send is clear. Every helicopter or drone that enters our skies will not return safely. Moreover, from a geopolitical perspective, the acquisition of Piorun also shows that Sweden is no longer solely dependent on major Western defense products, such as those from the US or Germany. They are seeking efficiency, speed, and effectiveness. Swedish military modernization is now more complete. After ordering the latest generation Gripen fighter jets, strengthening the Archer artillery, and now adding Piorun, they are truly preparing a balanced force. In a demonstration, Piorun was showcased in an open field. Swedish soldiers raised its launcher, locked onto the simulated drone target and fired the missile. Just a few seconds later, the target was blown to pieces. This was a stunning moment and tangible proof that the wars of the future will be determined by small but smart weapons. Now, a single Swedish infantry squad can not only fire rifles or grenades, but also control low-altitude airspace with a single pull of the trigger. This has a significant psychological impact on the enemy, because reconnaissance drones can no longer fly freely. Attack helicopters no longer dare to approach, and even fighter jets will think twice before flying low. For Sweden, security is not just about repelling enemies, but ensuring that every soldier has confidence. Piorun provides that sense, a shield on the shoulder that can be relied upon at any time. Of course, this decision also sparked discussions in Moscow. Russia realizes that the more Nordic countries arm themselves with portable systems like this, the harder it will be for them to conduct air operations. In NATO's broader scheme, Sweden's move to adopt the Piorun also enhances collective strength. On one hand, there are heavy systems like the Patriot, SAMP-T, and NASAMS. On the other hand, there are soldiers on the field with Piorun who can cover the gaps. That is the new philosophy of modern warfare. Every soldier is an air defense, and Sweden is now at the forefront of its implementation. With Piorun in the hands of infantry forces, Sweden now sends a strong message to the world that they are ready to face any threat, anytime, from land or air. This is a simple, fast, yet dramatic and precise strategy for an era where drones and helicopters are the determinants of the battlefield.